Keep it cooking in the oven.
What are we at church? Make some fucking noise!
You just got confirmed last year, bro.
All right. Look at this crowd, baby.
Look at us. Look
I'm
at us.
getting
Come
fucking
on.
claustrophobic in here. Well, I'm Mario. That's my Croatian co-host, Franco, a.k.a. Papa Fazul.
Croatian, but Papa Fazul.
I'm ready to ruin another one of his nights.
No, you know what it is? It's every year. Mario's the 18th. I'm the 30th. So it's like for the last 25 years, I've had to group my birthday with Mario's.
Yes, happy birthday, Franco. He's
Thank
32.
you.
It's his Maurice Jones-Drew year.
My MJD, baby. Hey, so we're at Ridgewood Station Tavern here tonight. We're over in Wansaw. Right behind if you take the train in, you can go right to the old Cleary's. Right behind Mulcahy's. They got happy hour every Tuesday night till 10 p.m. And tonight they're doing a special thing for the oven, 6 to 8. You say our name, you come in, you get a first drink on the house. So,
and we love Ridgewood, man. Ridgewood,
Yeah.
that's our spot in Wantaw. Tonight, we got the firecracker shrimp. That's quinoa shrimp, sweet Thai, poblano avocado dipping sauce.
Mario
Then we
don't fuck with quinoa neither, so we're going
Yeah.
in today.
This thing got me into quinoa. So we got the short rib empanadas. That's short rib, aged cheddar, caramelized onions, and hot honey aioli. I'm ready for that. And then these are my go-tos over here. We got the chicken crunch wrap
No,
with a
it's
side of
great.
onion rings. That's grilled cheese, avocado, tomato, jack cheese, crispy tortilla, onion rings, and chipotle aioli.
Give it to me.
And last but not least, we got some french fries with the short rib grilled cheese. That's Texas toast, aged cheddar, braised short ribs, crispy onion straws, and brown gravy. Now, what I need to know is, did anyone take a picture of those? Because those look
No, yeah, we got
fantastic.
pictures. Hey, so it's funny. Mario said, this is one of our favorite spots, but unfortunately, it's not Thursday. It's not a therapy session for Mario. You can't come in here and sing sad karaoke songs. Unfortunately, we're here on a Tuesday. So the last time we came in here, it was me, Mario, and Mikey, and they were doing karaoke, and Mario was like, I'm going to lead us off. And Mario goes up there, and he made the guy that's doing that, like the DJ, made him look the song up on YouTube because it wasn't in his book.
And listen, I put on an absolute show that day, okay? When I got done singing, did they clap or did they clap?
I think they clapped because they felt like they had to. Speaking of, bro, so we were just at that tattoo convention all weekend. It was the Villain Arts Tattoo Convention in Philadelphia. Me and Suggs came, and Jordy Plot from Ink Master Season 13 did a crazy piece on both of us, on both of our calves. But we're at the show, and so I got tattooed Saturday. Suggs get tattooed Sunday. So I had to hang out all day Sunday.
Shout out to Suggs.
Shout out Suggs. I had to hang out all day Sunday, and I'm hurting from the night before. I'm hurting from the tattoo the day before, man. I sat for 7 hours. I'm walking around this huge convention center, like, you know what? I need some peace and quiet. I'm gonna go over by like the show. They're putting on like a sideshow.
I'm double dipping. I'm sorry.
Already, bro? So I go over to the sideshow, and it's one of those where like they're suspending themselves off their backs and like their knees, like they're through their skin.
Like a Cirque du Soleil?
Like Cirque du Soleil, but like not Cirque du Soleil. It was like I'm sitting there, and these guys they're like one of like the sideshows like that are saying, "Oh, the audience doesn't like us," this and that. Like, first of all, the audience is like 40 people, so it's one of those audiences I can't leave because I'm third row, corner seat. So left and right, these guys cracking jokes, and I'm like, "Oh my god, I just want to go to bed." I'm trying to find a chair. Baby next to me starts crying. The dad's like, "Oh, can I run out?" I walked out with them as if like they were my family.
You know what that reminds you of? That reminds me of when you see an ambulance on the road and you just follow the ambulance as they head out. That
Are you one of those?
I mean, it depends how much of a rush I'm in. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's a pretty hefty ticket. I don't know the specifics on that, but
No, 100%.
if you get caught trailing the ambulance, it's a bad look. But did you know that it's dry January? Obviously, you knew that. But weed sales are skyrocketing, they said. Weed sales are up because of dry January. So, just a fun fact. I knew you'd enjoy that.
I said it when we had Sam Carmona on 2 weeks ago. Mario has had the wettest dry January to date. Mario's had a drink probably 7 times out of 20. What is it? The 25th? The 30th?
It's the 30th
It's my
day.
birthday. Oh my god.
Hey, I didn't want to run out of my Jack and Coke, so I got 2. I didn't want to be thirsty on the episode.
Yeah. Oh no, it's a celebration.
Chendan.
Chendan. Here we go. Did you see that's my bio in the new pop-up Fazul on Instagram?
What did it say?
It says Chendan.
It says Chendan?
Yeah.
No, I'm so happy about that. So, I think we should jump right into it. I know we were talking about it. We thought we'd make it happen. But this is our hometown.
For sure.
This is our home strip here, home strip of bars. We're at Ridgewood. So let's do a little high school trivia since this is the town we grew up at.
Wow, already. Okay.
So I'm going to ask Franco 3 questions. We'll see if he can get it right. He's going to ask me 3 questions. I guarantee you I get them right. So
I got 3 good ones for you,
you
bro.
got 3 good ones? Let me
I
hear
got
them.
3 good ones. You want me to go first?
Let me grab a shrimp quick. These shrimp.
Yeah, the shrimp is great.
I didn't like quinoa until I had these
Mario now loves quinoa.
firecracker shrimp.
So this is the only answer that I don't have written down, but I need you to know this. Name the 5 Great Lakes.
You have Lake Michigan, Lake Superior, Lake Ontario, Lake Champlain.
One more.
That was the hard one.
That was the hard one. You're
Lake
missing-
Erie. Let's go, baby. Yes. Yes.
1 for 1.
Yes.
Oh my god. Mario just scared our whole entire crowd if you didn't notice.
The crowd just went silent.
The oven. Yep. The oven. The oven. The oven.
Here you go.
What were we even talking about?
You asked me the prime. So yes, but
Yes.
then he asked me the primary
No,
colors,
that's nothing.
and I'll
It's
tell you the primary colors.
It's always Mario's fault.
The primary colors. The primary colors are yellow, red, and blue. Yeah. Yeah. I had that. Come on, I'm 2 for 2, baby.
All right. Mario was a doctor. Remember that. Mario
I used to be a doctor.
used to be a doctor. What's the first element on the table of elements?
Hydrogen.
Is that right? Is that right?
Bang, baby. Fuck with me.
No, it was good. I don't
Listen,
think I would
the
have known
last
that.
time I had my life together was high school. You can't fuck with me.
Yo, that's seriously debatable. We can ask everyone in the crowd back here, and they'd probably disagree.
All right, so I got a couple questions for you. I know he's gonna hate my questions. I guarantee you, he probably goes 1 for 4 on my questions. I'll say it
giving me
right
4
now.
or 3?
You might go. I wrote down 4 just in case, because I know you're gonna complain about at least one of them.
All right.
All right, so I want to know, what is the Pythagorean theorem formula?
A squared plus B squared equals C squared. 1 for 1.
Don't hand gesture to him, Rob. What the fuck is that?
Listen to me. It has nothing to do with behind the camera. I know
Okay.
that. I'm not a moron.
Who wrote the novel Great Expectations?
Great expect.
Come on.
Did we read that in high school?
Yes, I did.
Um,
Don't mouth to him.
I think it looked like Rob saying John Proctor.
Because Rob saw my questions and he's cheating for one of the questions down the road.
No, I honestly have I've never even heard of that book.
So it's Charles Dickens.
I should have went with Charles Dickens.
All right. So, and I will guarantee there's a 0% chance Franco gets this next one too.
Mario's asking me all AP questions.
That was me. How many lines are in a poem with a haiku format?
3.
Hey!
Da 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 da.
You wanna know?
Let me hear your last one. I got one more for you too. Let me
Okay.
get yours first.
Give me yours first.
No, I
Robert.
want yours first.
So shout out to Mr. Marco with this one. One of my favorite English teachers. That hurt for a second.
That's Angela.
That's Angela. That is Angela. Which fictional character said the famous line, "Because it is my name," and in which play?
Was that
Don't fucking look at him.
I'm gonna say Brutus
Okay.
from
Which one?
Nah, you know which one.
Which play? So you're wrong. It's John Proctor from The Crucible.
You gave me the wrong John. You know, he gives me John Proctor for.
That's why I said he saw my questions earlier.
No,
because
but no.
it is my name.
No, but not for nothing. No one would know that.
Everybody, I knew that off the top of my head.
If you look at my questions, like I was about to ask you, like,
Give me a crunch wrap, bro.
I was asking you, like, what the powerhouse of the cell was.
The mitochondria.
See, like, I'm asking you questions like, I'm playing Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader with Mario?
Let the record show. By a landslide.
Okay, last one for you. What's the smallest planet in our solar system?
I'm going to ask you a question to your question. There's some controversy behind Pluto. Are you counting?
I would not count Pluto because of
Okay.
the controversy.
All right, so then that means Mercury.
Wow, dude.
Bang, baby, undefeated, perfect score.
So it's funny because Pluto is now considered a dwarf planet. It's honestly, man, it's one of those meetings that, like, I wish I could have been a fly on the wall for. Imagine that, like, after all these years, Pluto's been a planet, and like there's like me and you were sitting there, like, you know, like, oh, you know what? Pluto doesn't deserve to be a planet anymore. It might be just a little too small.
I immediately thought to myself, my very educated mother. Wait, was that it? No. What's the?
I never learned that. But I know you're getting, like, Mercury, Venus.
My very educated mother just served 9 pizzas.
Wow.
Bang.
See, that's some shit you learn, like, that's like elementary school.
I told you, I was undefeated in high school.
But no, seriously, like, you know, it's one of those things, like, I would love to be in the meeting for, because, like, how stupid is that? Like, out of nowhere, they're just like, oh, so some dude or some woman's like, oh, Pluto's not a planet. Like, I was talking about this the other day, I'm driving through the city. You know, like those big orange cones that cover, like, the manholes in the middle, of the road? And
They funnel the smoke
and
up?
they're just funneling smoke.
Yeah.
In that meeting, they're just probably like, yo, you know, under the ground, really hot. What should we do? Like, oh, you know, let's just pop a manhole, we'll put a big cone and shoot it into the air.
$1 million idea.
Like, are you fucking kidding me with that? That's crazy.
I want to turn the page for a second, but
No, turn it,
this
turn it.
fucking chicken crunch wrap is unreal.
No, it's honestly,
It hits the spot every time.
the food here at Ridgewood is
It
is
doesn't disappoint. It's
par
top
none.
tier bar food for sure.
For sure.
So, I know that you're a Taylor Swift dick rider, for sure, and I want to talk about the Super Bowl. Right, we got Chiefs and Niners.
Hold on, I'm not a dick rider.
You're a Taylor Swift dick rider. You're a fangirl.
No, it's called a fucking Swiftie. Okay, I know good music, and I listen to good music. Taylor Swift and Dua Lipa, 1 and 2.
I'll come out and agree with you that Dua Lipa is better than Taylor Swift.
No, Dua Lipa is not better than Taylor Swift, though.
And Dua Lipa, light years prettier. Light years
She might
prettier.
be light years prettier, but she's not better.
I'm a brunette guy. You know I'm a brunette guy.
Taylor Swift is the woman of the year or person of the year, and she's a billionaire. She's a beautiful billionaire. Are you kidding me?
She's a blonde floozy that's taking over the NFL.
You just said
Her and her man, Mr. Pfizer. I hope the Niners fucking wreck them.
Mario just said floozy. The last person I heard say floozy was my uncle Dinko. He's 97 years old.
You want
Are you kidding me?
to know why I said floozy?
Why?
Because you've been talking about how I can't go live yet. And I was just going to call her a fucking slut. But I looked up on Google, what's a good word for slut? And they said floozy.
You've been doing your research.
I've been working.
Mario's been working. We want to go live for you guys real bad, but
I need a filter.
Mario just got a fucking mouth on him. So
So who you got in the Super Bowl? Let's
Who
go
do I got in the
Niners.
I just, man, I would like to see the Niners just because I'm tired of seeing the Chiefs. But honestly, the last couple of years really haven't been that good of a game, so I'm really just looking for a good game to watch.
Okay.
When's the last time you weren't at my house for the Super Bowl?
The last time I wasn't at your house for the Super Bowl,
Like, that's been, how long have we been doing that for now?
it's been a while. I think the last time I wasn't at your house for the Super Bowl was when we were in Australia.
Were we together for the Super Bowl?
Yeah.
In Australia?
Yeah.
Really?
I think. No, maybe not. Maybe not. I don't know. But before that was when I was at school.
Yeah.
Probably.
My birthday always falls around the Super Bowl, which
Yeah.
works out perfect.
Yeah, it was actually, I was at school. It was probably 2012. I had my first threesome when the Giants beat the Patriots in the Super Bowl.
talking about like birthday celebrations, I've ruined a surprise party for Mario before.
Awful.
Like, it was Mario's fault, but I ruined it. But not for nothing. I just turned 32 today. Don't fucking surprise me. Like, I told my mom and my aunt and everyone, all my family before coming here today, I was like, I don't want to be like a birthday downer, but don't bring a cake. Don't sing happy birthday. Rob's behind the camera like, ah, shit, I brought a cake. I
listened though.
No, I was like, yeah. I was like, you know, it's not about my birthday. It's about bringing everyone together. But every year around my birthday, anytime my mom's like, oh, let's go here, I'm like, nah, we'll go here. Because I know in the back of my mind that there's a chance I'm gonna walk through those front doors and I'm gonna hear a big, huge surprise, and I don't want that.
What's your beef with surprises?
It's not even I have beef. I'd rather not. It's my birthday. So a couple years ago, my mom asked, you know, she said, what do you want for your birthday? I was like, Mom, if you want all honesty, I want you to not ask me to do one thing around the house. And she was actually upset.
Well, because she felt like a burden to you. You made her feel like a burden. Like that it was that she bothers you that badly that you want to make it a gift not to get bothered. That's a little disrespectful.
It was kind of a joke. But not really.
You were half serious.
Yeah, only half serious, though. Like, I'm 32, bro. Don't surprise me.
I want to turn the page for a second.
Mario's turning the page again, ladies and gentlemen.
Turn the page. Turn the page. Well, I said that already? Would you rather a dead fish or a girl who exaggerates too much?
Oh, a girl who exaggerates too much. You kidding me?
Why is that?
Because
you want to know that dick isn't working?
Make me feel good when I go home, put my head down on the pillow.
No, honestly, go ahead.
No,
explain, elaborate.
No, it's really not much to elaborate on. Like, I've heard Mario complain about dead fish left and right, so I know his answer already. You're actually gonna love this. I'm sitting watching. I'm sitting in the side room. I go downstairs the other day. I'm sitting with my dad watching Jeopardy at 7:00, and you know, during Jeopardy and Wheel, especially like during like the game shows, like 10 a.m. to 12, like 12 p.m. And then 7 to 8. There's a lot of like medicine commercials. You know, it's meant for like old people. So my dad's looking at me. We're sitting there watching Jeopardy. He's like, who the hell gets to name this medicine? Big commercial comes up for Veozah, right? Veozah. I looked at my dad. I'm like, honestly, man, that's such a great point. Because every time you look at these commercials now, you're going to realize it's always 3 consonants and 3 vowels in any way, and they always work.
Well, they probably choose the name based on something that's going to stick in your head. There's probably a method to that.
But Veozah doesn't stick in my head. It's like 3 and 3 always. And then everyone looks so happy in the commercials.
Oh, yeah, because that's what they want.
Like, you're dying. Like,
America's the biggest fucking scam when it comes to medicine. I think it's just like us and New Zealand are the only 2 countries where it's like legal for big pharma to advertise, which is so crazy. It's so crazy. They push medicine, and again, with things like that, make it easy to say, make it something you remember, make it something that they look happy when they're doing it. It's all fucking bullshit.
It's all smoke and mirrors.
I'm sorry to take your...
No. I was just laughing because, like, you know my dad. My dad's sitting there in the chair, legs up, and he's just like, Like, look at him, like, you were right? He's like, who the hell gets to name this fucking medicine? And I look at him, like, I'm going to have to talk to Mario about this. Every time I walk in the house, it's either the 742nd time he's watching Shooter, or it's the 412th time he's watching Battleship. I've never seen anything like it. And the best, I walk in, and you're going to love this. Talk about the Super Bowl. For the last 3 weeks, I swear to God, I've walked in the side room, and my dad is watching last week's game or last year's game. And he's like, 14-7. I'm like, no, it's not. And he's like, right here. I'm like, you're on NFL Network again. That was last year. He's like, thank God you came because I would have kept watching.
You know what freaks me out? I had this realization the other day. I'm off the apps, but I was thinking about the apps for a second.
What apps?
Like Hinge, Bumble, you know.
I want to make sure.
Like, how freaky is it? Like, if someone leaves you on red on one of those apps, or I guess in life in general, but like the apps is kind of creepier, I feel like. Like that person could just be dead and you have no idea.
That's what you're worried about?
Like you could, with those apps,
You-
like you
you-
really, you don't have any
Mar-
mutual friends.
Mario's just upset that he has no game and he's getting left on set. And he's like, oh, you know what? That girl, she might be dead. Let me feel good about myself. You know, she's not ignoring me. She might have just died right behind her phone. You know what? When I said, like when I said resonated, she's probably laying on the floor dead behind her phone right now. Are you fucking kidding me? I guess she sees Mario's most irrational fear and she lost her marbles.
Most traumatic sex story. I'm on a roll now. I'm on a roll now.
No.
Why not?
He goes most traumatic sex story.
Why not?
Mario's on wet January, so he's feeling himself right now.
Come on, go. Hit me with something.
Slow gas pumps. Bro, I'm not
What's
kidding.
your most traumatic sex story? Entertain me right now.
I've never had anything traumatic. I'm a good fucking person. Like, what do we say? All right,
I'm a good person too.
You're all right. The only thing that I can think of traumatic, and it wasn't even traumatic for me. Nothing's really traumatic for me. I had some girl. Obviously, I won't name her name. It was back in college. We wake up, and she looks at me. She's like, "Can you get me a drink?" So I walk outside. I'm in a college house, 5 kids. There's 20 kids in the living room, and I walk out, and they're like, they're waiting there, sitting, wanting to see who I was with. And she obviously doesn't come out. I get her the water. I come back in. There is throw up all over my bed, and all over. I had I was in the last college house. I didn't have the carpet. Thank God. I had the wood floor. All over the wood floor and my Halloween costume. I have to go to a Halloween baseball game, like an inter squad, that morning. I look at the costume. I'm like, oh my God. I was an hour late, and coach, my assistant coach, Coach Paduch, she's like, explain. That was like his thing for me, like, explain. And I'm like, this is probably one of those times you don't want to know what happened. He's like, no, I do. He's like, I had a little fling last night, woke up, I went to get her a drink, I come back, and there's throw up all over my costume, all over my bed, all over my room, all over her.
That's disgusting.
And, my family's there. Everyone's like, why are you so late? I'm like, oh, don't worry about it. And now I had to wear my Starsky and Hutch costume because I couldn't wear my Beers costume. I guess I'll ask you your most traumatic sex story because you're ripping at it right now to get it.
I'm not. No, it's traumatic. It's every time I go down on a girl now, I'm a little like weary about it. No, it's really simple. One time I went down on this girl, and I'm like, what is that? And I'm like,
I'm eating.
and there was a piece of toilet paper in my mouth.
No, it was a tampon.
No, it was the toilet paper. It was
She had
toilet
little- she
paper
had-
from
she had-
whatever
she had
day
little-
drink she was at before.
She had little toilet paper residue.
Yeah.
Ew, dude, that's like the little shit that hangs off the clementine. I don't fuck with that either.
Oh, man.
Not for me, dude. Not for me. So, we were at the tattoo convention. I brought up earlier. I talked about how bad the sideshow was and everything. People were great, but when you're driving for that long, I'm a big I don't like when the map talks to me. I like when the window's down. I like fresh air, like just a little bit, even when it's like a little cold, just like fresh air. But I'm one of those do you let the person who's in shotgun sleep if you're on a road trip?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
I would prefer if they sleep. I don't gotta talk to them. I'll just put the music on and go.
So, really, you're petty, dude. So I figured I thought for sure that you're keeping them up. See, so for me, I'm working with a new kid.
I just like my peace and quiet. Like a lot of people on this show, they just assume that I'm an extrovert, but I'm very much an introvert. I'm what you would call an extroverted introvert. Like I can extrovert for you, but really I'd rather be introverting.
So you would actually let them sleep in the passenger seat?
Sleep all you want.
See, for me,
if you can't sleep and tell me that I can't put the radio on. If I can put the radio on, do whatever the fuck you want.
you're a little give and take. I respect it.
Well, I'm not gonna sit there in silence
No,
because
of
you want to
course
sleep. I'm driving.
Of course not. But like, so I'm driving every morning for work. Well, I don't drive in the morning. I drive on the way back from work. Because everyone that I've been training kids for the last 7 years. When I first started work, I was driving there and back. Like, it didn't matter. Like my party chief was like, "You're driving there, you're driving back." I don't do that to these guys. But we had a new kid a couple months ago that was trying to sleep on the way home. And like for me, like I'm cool with letting him sleep, but at the same time, like I want to keep him on his toes a little bit. So like I would, jam on the brakes, make it quick, like quick turn. It's like next lane. I'm like, "Oh, Bruce, you good?" And he'd be like, "Yeah, his name's Bruce." He would wake up and he'd be like, "Oh, my bad." And I'm like, "You're right. It is your bed." I'm fucking falling asleep over here, you piece of shit. Wake up. Hey, so like we said before, we got a huge crowd behind us. We got a lot of family and friends, friends that go back to elementary school, middle school, high school. I want to know, when I ask you the question, what's the one thing that you remember learning from high school? What is it? It's a different day and age now.
The one thing I remember learning from high school?
Like, for me, if you were to ask me that, like, I would right away go to, like, PEMDAS. That's like the one thing I remember from high school, and I don't fucking use it.
Something I'll always remember I learned. I learned, well, maybe not high school, but to this day, when I'm thinking northeast, southwest, or I'm doing a compass, never eat sour watermelon.
I like that.
Yeah,
Good.
dude, and to this day, well, not to this day. I kind of know my left and rights now, but for a long time, I went to Lee Road, and it was left, right, Lee Road. Well, opposite for you guys on the camera, but you know what I mean?
Lee Road was for the birds, and that's a fact. We're talking Abbey Gators, chomp, chomp, represent. I was, this is so random, but it was something I was thinking about the other day. I was supposed to go to the movies. I was supposed to see The Beekeeper with Jason Statham. I'm a big Jason Statham guy. Crank 2, amazing. But
Him and my grandma don't miss a Jason
no,
Statham movie.
and I'll be laying there with grandma watching them. But it was just a random thought. Movie theaters should, no matter what, have at least one intermission for a 2.5 hour movie. Like 1 5-minute intermission. Let me go to the bathroom, collect myself, and come back and not miss a piece of the movie.
You know what? I totally agree with you. Like, if you expect me to slug an extra large soda and not have to pee in an hour and a half, it's a little unrealistic.
Like, I'm having a bunch of popcorn, a bunch of gumdrops, and I'm fucking, you don't think I'm gonna have to poop?
I don't miss out on the Sour Patch watermelons.
No, ever. So yes, I will put chocolate in my popcorn. It doesn't just have to be M&M's though. It could be Milk Duds. It could be, I actually love snow caps. I love snow caps.
Have you ever did the popcorn trick with a girl?
Mario's talking about when you put a little hole in the bottom of the popcorn and put your dick through it. Mario tried doing that, but wound up crying during King Kong, so it didn't work. So the only birthday gift that I got today, which is more than enough, I told my parents that like I didn't want anything. I come down, I go downstairs. I'm going to leave, and there's like little French workshop boxes on the counter. And my mom's like, "Oh, I got you some beignets." And if you've ever been to the French workshop has successfully slutted me out. The podcast,
their dessert is wild.
No, it's unbelievable.
French workshop in Wanto, wild dessert.
The ovens,
coffee's mid, but the dessert is wild.
The iced caramel macchiato is a 12 out of 10. I'm not kidding. It's unbelievable. Mario thinks that's dessert, but so I walked downstairs to $200 in gift cards. So they bought my next 40 coffees from the French workshop.
Wow.
And I'm a big rewards guy, so I went in there today like trying to redeem the rewards, and I can even redeem the rewards now. So like that's double for me right there.
That's crazy.
If I could, I would have brought a French workshop coffee in here.
We're eating dinner.
No, we're eating dinner.
Coffee for after dinner. But before I forget, I'm using this New York pop butter infused ketchup on my onion rings.
On my onion rings.
Get you some. But this has been great, man. I mean, all our family and friends here supporting. We can feel the love tonight, and thank you guys for coming. Thank you all for coming.
I got one more question for you before we leave them, though.
Franco's going to hit me with one more question.
Who's the first person you drafted in your backyard baseball team?
First person I drafted, excluding
No
MLB players.
no major leaguers. Yeah,
Okay.
like the original backyard baseball.
Pablo Sanchez. And I know who you're gonna be.
Who?
You're gonna be the fast guy for sure.
Pete Wheeler?
Yeah. You're a fucking loser, bro.
Here's either Pete Wheeler or Keisha Phillips, but I don't look like fucking Keisha Phillips. Shut up.
She's
Hey.
a little bit leaner than him.
Oh, that's fucked up. I mean, that's stupid food. You. Hey,
Hey,
look,
take it
Lipa.
easy.
Hey, call me.
Thanks for coming.
Hey, for real, Buck's leaving, some of the family's leaving. We want to thank everyone for coming out to celebrate my 32nd
Thank you to
time around the
Ridgewood.
sun. Yeah, huge thank you to Ridgewood. This is one of our favorite bars around here, especially in Wantagh. Anytime you guys are out this way, come hang out. They got some great food. Happy hour, like we said, every Tuesday till 10 p.m. They unfortunately don't do karaoke because Mario ruined everyone during his therapy sessions, but every Tuesday, 10 p.m., happy hour.
And don't forget, subscribe, like, comment, share. We appreciate the love. We're getting some serious views on our stuff. And it's been a really enjoyable ride. And thank you all for tuning in. We really appreciate it.
For real. Hey, we don't ask much. Like we said, we just want a little subscribe button. It don't hurt. It's free.
Hit that button one time. And listen, don't forget, there's always an open seat for you at the oven.
Hey, let's go party with everybody else, huh?
Hey.
Keep it cooking in the